Good evening. Normally, I would make those videos in the morning. Tonight, it's one of those rare evening that I feel calm enough to sit in front of this camera and tell a story. So normally it's the morning that I'm more in peace and calm, and I can focus more on storytelling. So tonight is about Edinburgh. It's 2019, and near my house in Bransfield Place in Bransfield, there was a community center, and they would host a lot of events for the local community, from yoga to learning to play guitar, languages, and so on, and Reiki. And this is what the story is about. So there was few people and a couple of guys. Sometimes there would be a woman joining them, that they would offer Reiki healing to people in exchange of a donation. So for who doesn't know what Reiki is, basically Reiki is the belief that we can channel energies through our body and through our hands, and channeling those energy from God or the universe, as you prefer to call it, and being like a mean of transmission. You can basically, using your hands, healing people from lower frequencies of bad energy, and clean up their chakras. So what they were doing, I think it was wonderful. First, because they were offering something for the community, because out there was a lot of people that felt better, to visit those guys. And what was more important, they were not trying to make money out of it, but they wanted just maybe have a little help on the daily lives, but the main purpose was to help people. Now this is a very sensitive subject, because out there are a lot of people that are gifted, a lot of people that claim to have gifts, and there is a lot of charlatans. Now, I've seen so many of those charging so much money for healing, past life regressions, tarot reading. Now, the amount of money that many of those people charge is something that not everybody can afford. And if we are here to actually helping people, we should not charge money. Otherwise, it becomes something for a small group of people, a small elite that can afford to be healed. And then we go, we get back to the same situation we are, with the education, public health care, and so on. So I personally found it absolutely wrong to charging so much money to people. Now, I understand that someone needs time, time to recharge from those sessions, from those healing, needs time to research and study and practicing. But if we are here to helping and healing people to create a better planet, everybody should be able to afford it, period. I grew up in a house where my grandmother was a healer, and okay, she was retired, she had a pension, but she did not charge any money. She could, she could make some extra money. She didn't. She did it because she genuinely believed, and I do believe she had a gift of healing, and that she wanted to use it for the community, to improve it, the community, and not for money. So that's first point. Like for me, someone that charges like £80, £90 for healing session, for me, you are trying to healing your bank account more than the people. But anyway, the story is not a rant about what is right and what is wrong with charging, but it's about an episode that occurred to me in one of those Reiki sessions that I would join every now and then, and I would always come out feeling much better, much lighter, really re-energized. So one evening, I'm going to the session. I lie on the cot and I close my eyes, and the guy starts. You know, the Reiki, basically you don't touch the person, but you just put your hand close enough to the body so that your energy that you are channeling goes to the person, and it is healed, and these chakras healed and clean. So it goes, and they normally go all around, they start from the head, then they go all over the body, down to the feet, and then back. So at some point, I was actually in a really deep state of relaxation. And I feel that the guy, he grabs my feet and gently pulling them down, like very gently. That was a bit strange because normally they don't touch. But so everybody has their style. So few minutes passed by, and I still having those hands on my feet, and so I get to a point where I feel like, okay, this is taking a bit too long, what it actually is doing. So I opened my eyes, just a bit, just to see what was going on. And there was no one holding my feet. Like, it was actually behind me, over my head. So now, as I wrote in the post, everybody would give an explanation about what that happened. And I prefer my romantic spiritual explanation about my spirit guides, parents, relatives that passed away, that were basically one of them there to show me that they are around me, looking after and guiding me. Now, I could feel those hands holding my feet gently. I could feel those hands pushing down gently my feet. And as I said, I strongly believe that they were just show me that their presence. Now, that happened because I was in a deep state of relaxation. So my, I would say, inner frequency, my energy was high. So I was matching the frequency of the other side, that you can only reach and contact when are matching, and they are to a higher frequency, and the only way we have to communicate, or for them to show their presence, is that we are elevating those frequencies, that can come in many ways, from deep meditation, deep relaxation, deep, like a high state of happiness. So all of these, it elevate those inner energy, and that's the only way when they actually are able to communicate, they're able to show us their presence. There is no other time they can, as much they would like maybe talk to us or showing us their presence, they can't if our frequency are lower than theirs. Now, as I always say, I'm just sharing the stories, not try to convince anyone here. The only way is that you try to go in deep meditation, try to go in a deep state of relaxation, try to elevate your energies and see if it works. That's the only way. So wish you peace and love, go easy, and namaste. Have a good night.